a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Candace Parker. Candace Nicole Parker is an American professional basketball player who plays for the Los Angeles Sparks of the Women's National Basketball Association. She is the younger sister of former NBA player Anthony Parker and was the first overall pick in the 2008 WNBA Draft. In high school, Parker won the 2003 and 2004 Gatorade National Girls Basketball Player of the Year awards, becoming just the second junior and the only female to receive the award twice. A versatile player, Parker mainly plays the forward position. While in college, she was listed on Tennessee's roster as a forward, center, and guard. Parker was the first woman to dunk in an NCAA tournament game and the first woman to dunk twice in a college game. She set both milestones as a redshirt freshman on March 19, 2006. She also became only the second player to dunk in a WNBA game on June 22, 2008. Prior to her first WNBA game, Parker had signed long-term endorsement deals with Adidas and Gatorade. In leading the Lady Vols to 2 consecutive national championships, Parker was named the Final Four's most outstanding player in both occasions, and was a 2-time consensus National Player of the Year. Parker has won a WNBA championship, 2 WNBA Most Valuable Player awards, WNBA Finals MVP award, WNBA All-Star Game MVP, 2 Olympic gold medals, and the WNBA Rookie of the Year award. Parker has been selected to 6 All-WNBA teams and 3 All-Star teams, and was the first player to win the Rookie of the Year and the WNBA Most Valuable Player award in the same season. Early life. Parker was born on April 19, 1986 to Sarah and Larry Parker in St. Louis, Missouri. She has 2 older brothers, Anthony Parker, who is a former NBA basketball player, and Marcus Parker, who is a doctor. Parker and her family moved to Naperville, Illinois at the age of 2, where she spent her childhood and adolescent years before college. Her whole family loved basketball, and she began playing at an early age. Her father played basketball at the University of Iowa in the 1970s. The Parker family were also huge Chicago Bulls fans. Candace was worried about playing basketball, fearing she would not live up to the level of play her father and brother demonstrated, so she focused on playing soccer. It wasn't until the 8th grade that her family convinced her to play basketball. Her father helped coach and critique her. Parker said of the experience, "He did things to make me mad, to challenge me, because I was so much more athletic and had so much more knowledge of the game than everyone else that sometimes I just coasted. If me and my dad went to a park, and he didn't think I was practicing hard enough, he'd just get in the car and leave. And I'd have to run home. Run home. Once I figured that out, I'd always try to go to close-by parks." High school career. Like her older brother Anthony Parker, she attended Naperville Central High School in Naperville, Illinois in 2004. While in high school, Parker led her basketball team to Class AA state titles in 2003 and 2004, and compiled a school record 2,768 points and 1,592 rebounds while starting 119 of the 121 games in which she played. She is the only 2-time award winner of the USA Today High School Player of the Year, winning the award in 2003 and 2004. Parker also won the Naismith Prep Player of the Year award and Gatorade Female Basketball Player of the Year award in 2003 and 2004. In 2004, she was named Gatorade Female Athlete of the Year, WBCA All-American and McDonald's All-American. She participated in the 2004 WCBA All-America game, where she scored 9 points. She was also a consensus pick as Player of the Year in Illinois in 2002, 2003, and 2004, and was a 4-year member of the All-State First Team. On December 27, 2001, Parker dunked for the first time in competition as a 15-year-old sophomore at Naperville Central High School. This is believed to be the first slam dunk by a female athlete in Illinois. On July 11, 2003, Parker tore her ACL in her left knee in a summer league game. On November 11, Parker announced her commitment commitment to Tennessee on ESPN News, becoming the first women's player to announce the oral commitment live on ESPN News. On December 29, Parker returned to action for Naperville Central and a few months later, led her team to its second consecutive state title. On March 29, 2004, Parker won the slam dunk contest at McDonald's All-American Game, becoming the first female to win the event, and beating the likes of Josh Smith and J.R. Smith. In August 2004, Parker led the undefeated USA Junior World Championship team to a gold medal, with 16.6 points and 8.8 rebounds per game. While training, Parker had a relapse of knee pain and was required to undergo surgery both the lateral meniscus and the lateral articular cartilage in her left knee. Redshirt Year. Parker entered the University of Tennessee in the fall of 2004. On February 17, 2005, Tennessee announced Parker would redshirt her first season due to a knee injury. Freshman Year. Parker started for the Tennessee Lady Vols during the 2005-06 season. On March 19, 2006, in an NCAA tournament first-round game against Army, she became the first woman to dunk in an NCAA tournament game, then became the first woman to dunk twice in an NCAA tournament game. She was the SEC Rookie of the Year and helped the Lady Vols win the 2006 SEC Tournament Championship. With 17 seconds remaining in the SEC Tournament Championship game against LSU, Parker hit the game-winning shot. She was named Tournament MVP, and was named to the 2006 Kodak All-America team, making her one of the few to ever receive the award as a freshman. However, in the NCAA Tournament Regional Finals against North Carolina, Parker got in early foul trouble and was out of the game for much of the first half. Tennessee ultimately lost the game. Parker was the only college player named to the USA squad for the 2006 FIBA World Championship. For women in Brazil, the USA squad finished in third place. Sophomore Year. On January 28, 2007, in an away game against Alabama, Parker scored her 1,000th career point as a sophomore, making her the fastest player in Lady Volume history to do so. She did it in 56 games, beating Kamika Holdsclaw's mark of 57 games, and Tamika Catchings of 58 games. On March 1, at the SEC tournament in Duluth, Georgia, Parker was named the 2007 SEC Player of the Year. On April 3, she led the Lady Vols to their first national championship victory since 1998, beating Rutgers 59-46. Parker finished the game with 17 points and earned the tournament's Most Outstanding Player honor. Junior Year. Parker announced on February 21, 2008, that she would forego her final season of eligibility at Tennessee in order to focus on the 2008 Olympics and pursue a professional career in basketball. She graduated with her incoming class in May 2008, a sports management major who had a 3.35 grade point average as of December 2007. She was named University Division I Academic All-American of the Year in Women's Basketball for 2008 by the College Sports Information Directors of America. On April 8, 2008, Parker led the Lady Vols to their second straight NCAA women's title, the 8th championship for Tennessee, and the last for legendary coach Pat Summitt. She was also named the Most Outstanding Player for the second consecutive tournament, joining Cheryl Miller, Kamika Holdsclaw and Diana Taurasi as the only female players to have done so. She won the honor despite suffering a dislocated shoulder during her team's regional finals win, but returned and led the Lady Vols to the title. While at Tennessee, she compiled a record of 100 wins and 10 losses and averaged 19.4 points, 8.8 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.9 steals, and 2.4 blocks per game. 2008, Rookie of the Year and MVP season. Shortly after the NCAA victory, Parker was selected as the first pick in the 2008 WNBA Draft by the Los Angeles Sparks on April 9, 2008. She played alongside Olympic teammates Lisa Leslie and Alicia Milton-Jones. Shannon Bobbitt, Parker's teammate at Tennessee, joined the Sparks after being drafted in the second round. On May 17, 2008, in her debut game against the Phoenix Mercury, she scored 34 points, 12 rebounds and 8 assists. Her 34 points broke the record for a rookie in a debut game. The record was previously held by Cynthia Cooper, who scored 25 points in her debut game in 1997. It is a record that still stands to this day. On June 22, 2008, she became the second woman in WNBA history, after her teammate Lisa Leslie, to dunk during a regulation WNBA game against the Indiana Fever. The dunk was on the same basket as the dunk of Lisa Leslie. On June 24, 2008, she became the first player to dunk twice in their WNBA career. During a regulation game against the Seattle Storm, Parker was named the Hans G. Go Beyond Rookie of the Month for the month of May and July 2008. On July 9, 2008, Parker scored a career-high 40 points, along with 16 rebounds and 6 assists, in an 82-74 overtime win against the Houston Comets. In August 2008, the WNBA suspended play for a couple of weeks to allow some of their players to join the national team at the 2008 Summer Olympics. Parker was selected to go, and the U.S. team cruised with 8 straight victories to win the gold medal. Parker averaged 9.4 points and 4.5 rebounds per game, and scored 14 points in the final game. On October 3, 2008, Parker became the first WNBA player to win both the Rookie of the Year and the Most Valuable Player awards in the same season, joining Wilt Chamberlain and Wes Unseld as the only professional American basketball players to win both Roy and MVP trophies in the same season. 2009-2011, Pregnancy and Injuries. Parker missed the first 8 games of the 2009 WNBA season after giving birth to her daughter, Layla Nicole Williams. By this time, the Sparks acquired Tina Thompson and Betty Lennox to help carry the team during Parker's absence. On June 30, Parker returned to practice with her teammates for the first time. She played her first game back from maternity leave on July 5, 2009. Parker was named to the All-WNBA second team and All-Defensive second team despite missing almost a full month due to her maternity leave. She had averaged a career low in scoring, but led the league in rebounding by the end of the season. Parker helped the Sparks get to the Western Conference Finals, but lost in 3 games to the eventual champions, the Phoenix Mercury. In the playoffs, Parker averaged 18 points and 10.7 rebounds per game. In 2010, Parker played only 10 games and was sidelined for the rest of the season due to a shoulder injury. She would also miss the playoffs. In 2011, Parker played her first 6 games. During the 7th game, with 5:56 left in the third quarter, Parker went down after grabbing a defensive rebound and making brief contact with Quanitra Hollingsworth. After getting an MRI on June 27, she found out she had a torn meniscus in her right knee. She had been voted as an All-Star during the season, but the injury would cause her to miss the 2011 WNBA All-Star Game. 6 weeks later, she returned and played the remainder of the season. But the Sparks were eliminated from playoff contention with a disappointing 15-19 record. 2012-2013, comeback and second MVP season. In 2012, Parker had re-signed with the Sparks to a multi-year deal once her rookie contract expired. She had played the full season and helped her team to a 24-10 record, making the playoffs as the second seed in the West. In the first round, they beat the San Antonio Stars 2-0. In the Western Conference Finals, against the Minnesota Lynx, the Sparks lost 2-0. While Parker scored 33 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and had 4 blocks in a must-win Game 2, which they lost, 80-79, therefore ending their season. Parker was very emotional following the loss, hugging her mother Sarah with tears. On July 27, 2013, in her 6th season, Parker played in her first All-Star game. She scored 23 points and grabbed 11 rebounds in a come-from-behind win for the West, and was named WNBA All-Star MVP. The Sparks finished with the same record as the year earlier, again earning the second seed in the Western Conference. On September 19, Parker was named the 2013 WNBA Most Valuable Player. Parker became the 5th player to earn multiple WNBA MVP awards, joining Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, Lauren Jackson, and Cynthia Cooper. The Sparks faced the Phoenix Mercury in the Western Conference semi-finals. In Game 1, at Staples Center, the Sparks lost, forcing them to win in Game 2, at Phoenix to stay in the series. In Game 2, Parker scored 31 points and had 11 rebounds to lead the Sparks to a win, bringing the series back to LA for a Game 3. In a nail-biter, the Sparks lost on a last-second jumper by Phoenix rookie Brittany Griner, ending the Sparks' season by 1 point for the second straight year. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you